You don't know who the Glare is. He is a straight loser, cornball, right? And he just got called out by Hills in the air. He tried to call her out and cancel her and label her as a racist recently, but yet every time I've asked, he can't find any kind of proof or evidence or anything of that nature. It's really weird. It's almost as if he just wants to use that as an excuse to cancel her. Let's check this video out, man, where Hills in the Air is ripping him to shreds. Pulling it up right now. All right. You guys should be able to hear it now. I might have to music, yeah. Might have to fast forward the music, even though I know a lot of people like Hills in the Air's music. I just don't be playing the joint unless I'm doing a music reaction.
After the first
shout outs to Hills in the Air. Go check her out. Check her out. Dope channel.
Or tweet that Jonathan sent to me, I blocked him. So then I'm trying to figure out now why they're so mad at me. I will show you why I now think they were so mad at me. Today I see all this. Deflect from your racism, Vicky Pay. Thread about you and your past racism against people of color. Burnt Toast, Glarer, Chronicles of the Shady, Queen, Savage, Icked Mail, OG Donald Duck, and PDX 852.
But Charles Johnson from Go News was going to get the juvenile records for Mike Brown. Well, Sean King, that ticked him off, so he put up that Charles Johnson was a pedophile, and not only said it, but put up a police report that said Charles Johnson, with I think the birth date was like a year off, that this was his police report, that he was a pedophile. And I mean, you can call people a lot of things, but there's some things that, even racist, whatever, but to call him out.
Damn, people are so quick to throw the R word out. They're so quick to throw the R word out. I said the R word, not the R word. They are quick to throw that out. And why am I blaring that racist? The P word is what I wanted to blare out. They're so quick to throw out the racism word, right? And they're also extremely quick to throw the P word out. That's a serious allegation, right? That's extremely serious, fam. And I don't think anyone should just take it lightly. A lot of like nasty wannabe trolls that go beyond trolling will try to take that and weaponize it, as well as a lot of other things. Same thing as racism, right? Same thing as that. They'll weaponize that to try to destroy somebody. They will even do that worse with the P word, right? And I try to like keep that word to the bare minimum on my channel, but you're probably definitely going to hear it within this clip a few times.
And a pedophile will stick forever. So I started looking into him, and all I could find were good.
Now, to call somebody a racist, I got a comment there. To call someone a racist,
both are nasty.
That sticks forever too.
Yeah, but you know what? In 2016, you can look up 2015, 2013, 2012, 2011, 2010, 2009. I mean, fuck. You can look up anyone that wasn't with the media program at the time politically. They were called a racist. Everybody was a racist. People were getting their accounts taken down. You're a racist. Whatever you said, especially if you had a blog or a YouTube channel. I know, speaking of Milo was destroyed by these people. He had just written a great book. Bill Maher had him on. He was on the rise, and they couldn't take that. So they had to destroy him. So being called a racist, yeah, it's pretty damning, which is what y'all are doing to me right now. You can't find anything to call.
It is pretty nasty. Both. I think the P word, fam, that I'm trying to keep to a bare minimum, right? That is disgusting, as well as the R word. Any of these things, using any kind of movement as far as like people that want to protect children, people that are against racism, anything like that, using that as not only a shield, but as a weapon too, as well. Like nowadays with a lot of emotional manipulators, a lot of people, the average person finds it extremely hard to be able to spot those people out that are using it as a weapon and tools for bad, right? That's why you got to like just learn from your experiences and to be able to spot out who's toxic and who's doing things for the wrong reason, if you understand what I mean.
Call me a racist. I can see how you would look at the blog, not be in the time or whatever, and people make fun of me saying that. I don't give a fuck. At the time, it was very, very, like I said, you were a racist if you didn't follow the program. And I don't follow program. But being called a pedophile, would you like to be called a pedophile and have it ruin your fucking career? Because that's
that's disgusting. Yeah, that's disgusting. Someone says, sorry, Hills is racist. The evidence is out there. She's awful. And for you to shout her out and even have her on your panel is gross. All right. I don't want to pull your comment on the screen because I feel like that would be giving you a shout out. But it's an important message that I really do think that you should hear. Eat a bag of dicks. Who the fuck you think you talking to? I can have whoever I want on my panel. I can shout out whoever I want. You still watching with your loser ass. It's okay. You're a fan. But to think that you can dictate who I have on my panel, I've yet to hear anything that made someone a concrete racist. A blog post from years ago? Cool. So Morbid literally calling me the N-word 1,000 times. What that make him? I'm asking you, since you're the beacon of all hope and knowing what's racist or not, since you want to tell a black man how to feel about if someone's racist, tell me. Where's the same energy? How come people are not giving him the same energy? And mind you, I don't care. Anyone can say the N-word, right? I'm just proving hypocrisy. Just because you don't like someone don't mean it's okay to just call them a racist, you loser. You know what I mean? And if you want to call in, hey, my guest ain't calling yet. If you would like to call in and say your piece and actually be able to calmly discuss it, what's up? Fucking loser. Who the hell you think you are telling me who the hell I can have on my channel and who I can share? Guys, check out Hills in the Air. Check out She's Not Woke, like the rest of these fucking losers. You can only have who I say. Nigga, shut your ass up. I don't know what shit you thought this was.
Happened.
This BX in a
which is
game.
ironic that we're talking about Charles Johnson, who turned out to really be a piece of shit. Understand
let me fry this ugly ass bitch. That's it. Wait, man, call in, please. I would love to actually do this voice to voice. Okay, well, nice way to talk to a woman. Eat a dick. Yeah, you talking about some nice way to talk to a woman. What? You don't act like one and lose it. I'm entitled to have a damn opinion. Yeah, and I'm entitled to call your opinion trash, you loser ass bitch. Who the fuck you think you telling who to have on their panel or not? That's crazy. This is not the way to get new subs. Listen. There's a certain type of subscriber that I want. Weak, fragile, loser ass bitches like you might not be on that list, and that's okay. It's all right for me not to be your cup of tea. And also, you can watch me if you want to. I'm not telling you that you can't watch me. Feel free. Hold on, we got a caller. Hello. How you doing, caller?
I'm here. Can you hear me? I'm sorry. Music's loud. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, I like your show, and I've been on Morbid. He roasted me, whatever. But I do like your show, and I'm shouting out for you, bro. I love your
thank
show.
You.
I love it. I love it. There's a line. I get it. I'm on the true crime too. I've been on a lot of panels and whatnot. But there's a line, and there's some weird stuff. You're right, and I love what you're talking about. I mean, people need to put this out. True crime. There's a divine. There's a line. I think, people are making money off of whatever. People are saying stuff. People are getting what? They're getting attacked on YouTube, right? it's crazy. But I got into true crime because I've always used to watch Forensic Files, remember the TV show, and some other things, and I love that stuff. I was always into it, but like YouTube is getting crazy, and it's weird and it's sad too, because like people are just messed up in a way.
100%.
Yeah. And like there's some people, I'm not going to mention them. I don't watch them anymore, but I did. And it's like a joke, and it's not a joke. I mean, when it comes to true crime and, certain situations and, it's not funny. And these people are making money off this crap. And it upsets me. It really does. It really does. Because you think they're doing for the good, but it's not. It's not. I mean, they're not doing nothing. Some of these people,
Right. They're just pretending that it's good so they could just line their pockets and whatnot.
Yeah, or I call it like they're blinded by dollar bills in their eyes. They're not doing anything, and
100%.
It's sad because people that don't have a lot of money or they're interested in the true crime and stuff are giving them money, and they're probably wasting their wallet.
Right.
They don't have the money really to support. They think they're doing the good, right, and they're not. And they're just paying for somebody like I'm not going to mention, but did this dude get his like trailer and his truck working or not? I mean,
Oh, that's crazy.
we don't know that, and we don't know shit. I mean, I don't even watch him anymore. Anyways, and like, there's some other people like Molly Go. Thank God she's off the panel, but it's just weird because like this is real stuff that happens to people, families, kids, whatever, and they're just banking off of it, and they're like making as much as moolah gracio they can, and it's sad to me. It's really sad because I'm a person that like if I hear Amber Alert or whatever, I'm looking, right. I'm trying to find the missing whatever. But like these people just milking it.
100%. 100%. Well, I want to thank you for calling in. How do I pronounce your name? Ak?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said, how do I pronounce it? Is it Ak?
AK.
AKI. That's why I want to make sure. I didn't want to just start calling you Ak. AK. I want to thank you for calling in. I'm going to have to take another caller right now, but then I'm going to drop the link again at the end if anyone wants to call in. But I really do appreciate you for calling in, man. And I think that you have some great insight.
Peace.
Peace, man. All right. We have one of Morbid's former mods, maybe even friend or just a former associate, calling in to give his say on a lot of stuff that I feel like he's been silenced. I feel like nobody wants to actually hear him speak and let him say his piece for real, man. But that's not what we do here, okay? Over here, we let everybody get a fair shake, all right? I'm going to let him say his piece, ask him some questions, man. I really do appreciate him for calling in. We got Vin Vader. How you doing? Shout outs to Hills of the Air. Go and check her channel out. She ain't woke. She ain't woke.
I was doing all this like on Twitter, and I joined Twitter, I think in 2008, and it started kind of blowing up with all the racist bullshit, and the left just going off the rails because I was on the left until all this bullshit. And a lot of people kind of abandoned ship. That's why Trump was elected, because they didn't want any more. So I don't know why I went off on that tangent, but yeah. So Charles Johnson so what I was saying is, I didn't know all these people. Like I started writing my blog. That's how I started knowing different people. Milo contacted me because of the Sean King. My Sean King blog blew up. And then Sean King got me, taken off Twitter.
I'm not going to call somebody a racist unless there's ample evidence to dictate
That's
this.
a lie.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Right.
Good thing,
That's a
like-
lie.
Hundreds of blogs about how great he was.
You'll call anyone racist. Right. Except for his best buddy.
He was on CNN. He was a philanthropist, all these great things. We'll come to find out later. He had a good publicist that was doing all this. Anything to corroborate that. It was much later that
Shoot, I'll argue that most of his friends are racist towards white people. I'm willing to argue that.
Daily Caller got the police report that proved Sean was lying, that he wasn't beat up by 14 rednecks. So this just got me to looking into Hope Mob, into his twit change, into all these charities, the worst being a home in Haiti, which he was doing while he was the pastor at this church. I just kept looking and looking, and I
So I'm going to go ahead and let him keep going.
was putting it on Twitter, and I would put something on Twitter, I would get suspended. And it wasn't until like May that I thought there has to be something I can prove to show that he's not credible.
Suspended from Twitter. What was happening? Presumably you were just reporting on facts. Why were you getting suspended from a social network?
I believe because Sean had been in business with Claire Ortiz, who was she worked for Twitter. I'm not
Now,
sure.
the problem with all this
What?
is at this point in my live stream,
Uh-huh.
we already know she's a liar.
No, you don't know that I'm a liar. I didn't need to reveal my name. That's what I lied about. Then when people started asking me, which is very recently, like a month ago, whether the Renews It blog belonged to me, I said no. Or I don't know how I said it. No, it wasn't connected or whatever. Because once you found that out, then you can get my name very easily.
My bad, guys. I'm over here sneezing and coughing. Allergies is really smoking my boots. But yeah, I don't really see the issue with Hills wanting to keep her privacy, right? I don't see the issue with that at all. What is up with the Glamour and his friends who always want to expose people's personal information, bro? Right? So if she didn't want to tell you guys who she was, the blog didn't matter. Keeping her personal life personal is what mattered, right? And I can't fault her for that. At least I don't think so. Maybe people will call me crazy.
My name's my business. Not now. I mean, it's out there. But for you to call me a liar because of all this, what else did I lie about? I lied about my goddamn name. That's it. This is what
Which
gets
is your right.
even being called a racist to me isn't as bad as being called a liar.
Damn.
I could still tell the truth and be a racist, but I can't. Nothing matters if I'm a
Oh, they probably gonna try to take that and spin it, but I get what you mean.
liar.
I get what you mean. Go
Which
and
is
check out
really
Hills and
ironic
Aaron, guys.
since I listened to you on another show lie your ass off, sober.
Oh, that's what he do. I just don't think he was sober though. He always drunk. Galera will wake up with a beer in his hand. You know what time it is in his house? Miller time.
So everything that you're hearing her say here has to be taken with a grain of salt.
No, it doesn't. Because what I just said about Ortiz, she was the marketing director for Twitter. And you can find that on my blog, the proof. It's right there in black and white.
And has to be in the interest of
Nothing I said in this interview was a lie. It's all based on fact. In fact, Breitbart, it took a while before it came out because their attorneys had to look at it. Not for my blog, but for Breitbart to publish it. None of it was a lie.
self-preservation, to some degree,
No.
because all we've seen from her are the actions of somebody only interested in self-preservation.
I want to explode. Of course, Clara, just like you, going on with 5 women, that was self-preservation. I don't know. That's not, I don't know. Maybe it is. But it's been this past month that you've seen me just act like an idiot, which I'm probably doing now. My first 2 lives, they were unbelievable. But you're going to base my entire everything, my 2 years here, you're going to wrap it up because you couldn't research. You could research everything I'm saying here on my blog.
Well, he don't do research. His moderators write scripts, and then he just hops on and just go with whatever they say. You see, he would need to have an actual brain. In order for him to research, he would have to actually have a brain. He don't got
that. And see that it's all documented. But no, it's easier to sit there in your chair, having your drink, and calling me a liar.
Sure, she's still with them now. She was at the time. But my opinion only was that he was probably asking her to suspend me. I don't know. It was just after I would go on Twitter and put up my blog and say, this is what's happening with him, I would get suspended.
Yeah, I never got suspended for anything but putting out something on Shaun King. That way, when you get suspended and then banned, all that goes away. All the information I put up there goes away. It's gone. And that's why he was doing it. I fully believe he was doing it. And he can't do it. It got to the point where, as I'm going to show you, actually, what people are talking about as far as Shaun King goes today.
So self-preservation could be applied to anyone trying to explain himself. That's how it seems he's using that term. The Glare don't know what the hell he's talking about. The Glare just be jibber jab, bro. I'm telling you, this dude's a loser. He's a hypocrite. Everything he says make no sense, especially if you know his background.
This is 2021. Close enough. I knew Shaun King was a whole ass fraud, that gentrified ass bum. So Shaun King, as usual, is doing damage control. But this is where he's explaining how my mother is white, sweetest woman ever, love her so much. My biological father was a light-skinned black man and was basically mixed. Well, that's not what he said before. I think that's on my blog. I'm pretty sure it is. He was just a black man. So now he's been getting more pushback. I haven't paid attention to him in a very long time. And so now he's a mixed man. I was actually considered black. You were never considered black. Not mixed or biracial where I grew up as well. It was cut and dry, like where I came up.
Can you boost the quality so I can see it?
It wasn't even a question. You'd have to go back to the 80s and early 90s to understand.
She caught me with the receipts. It's something that the Glare can't do because he's a loser that don't know nothing. A straight loser that don't know a damn thing. But she caught me with the receipts.
It was a different time. I don't know what that is. And from the time I was a boy until 215, which is when, I'm pretty sure that's when I outed him. And when I was 34 years old and was fighting against police brutality in America, nobody questioned this. I told my story on race for 20 years before that, but literal white supremacists, which is where that came from, I was a white supremacist. I think now he blames it on Milo. I'm not sure. I started telling 100 lies about me, including that I was stealing from families and I was a white man pretending to be black. I never thought people would accept either of them. Both are preposterous. Well, okay, Shaun, now you're just pissing on everybody's legs and telling them it's raining because I know Tamir Rice's mother confronted you about starting a GoFundMe.
I hear that thing in a hot minute. peeing on someone's leg, telling them it's raining. Could you imagine somebody trying to do that literally? Looking you right in your eye, staring at you in the windows of your soul. Hey, it's raining. What? If I don't go Van Damme right after
Telling
that,
her. Being me is indeed complicated. I've been welcomed in both white and black spaces since I was a little boy. The problem, the reason people get pissed at you is because you use the race card to stifle commentary. You
Right.
used it on me. You used it on a lot of people. Oh, you're just coming at me because I'm black. All that thievery, allegedly, that you did, no one could talk about it.
imagine he stare you right in your eyes, the windows of your soul, and you just feel your leg is just wet now. You're like, what the? And you're like, hey, look me in my eye. Don't look nowhere else. It's rain. I don't know, yo, fan. I'll lose my mind because they lost their mind for sure. They definitely lost their mind. So I know I'm gonna lose my mind.
Because they were accused of
That's what's
being
gonna happen.
a white supremacist. At the Raw story, Salon, Snopes, that girl was your
You
friend.
got an umbrella, your legs still wet. He looking you right eye to eye, windows of your soul, umbrella in hand. He got an umbrella too. Look you right in your eye. It ain't raining either. Y'all just both happen to have umbrellas. And he look at you, yo, it's rain. As your leg just becomes drenched. Like, did you drink a lot of water, brother? A whole gallon. And he never break eye contact either. He looking you right at the windows of your soul. I don't know how I would react. I don't know how I would feel. That might mess me up. It might mess me up.
And I have that proof too. Being me, I've been welcomed in both white and black spaces, blah, blah, blah. And there's a lot of funny stories to this too. Forget the guy's name. He's a black DJ. And Sean had
Master Flex.
told this story a long time ago. Sean had come into the studio to try to get a job, and they were like, oh, no.
I don't know. I called the radio station to try to get a job when I was like a kid. Funk Master Flex hung up on me. Yo, I can't even laugh about congestion, so I can't even do my cackle. But it feels uncomfortable to laugh. But yeah, man, he hung up on me. He was like, get the hell out of my face.
Race obviously was created as a social tool, for power and oppression.
Damn.
And I don't quite hear.
Damn. Why you had to say it like? Why you had to say it like that? Yo, BX, you okay? You ain't giving us the soulful R&B late night DJ voice. I'm congested as hell. I keep saying it too. I'm super congested. My allergies is kicking me upside my head. I feel crazy right now. But don't worry, I'll be all right. I just need some rest, drink some tea. I got some allergy medication that I usually take that I haven't gotten a chance to take. So I'll be all right. Damn, does my voice not sound like Barry White no more? Yeah, probably not. Probably not. It probably sound crazy. Hope you get better. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. But you can hear it? Oh, come on. Don't do that. Oh man, don't do me like that, guys. I'm over here sounding like that R&B singer from 2000s, Lloyd. Stop. Wait up, have it. Sound like I'm talking through my nose. Hold on. I'm gonna start doing vocal warm-ups in the background, trying to get my voice back. So even congested, BX still has the smoothest voice around. Oh, well, thank you. I do appreciate the kind words. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Let it rain, they clear it out. Let it rain. Y'all remember that. Y'all don't remember that. He said you can't stop coughing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. I hope you get through it. You gotta try to get you some of that allergy medication too. Smoothest voice. I'll do what you like. And I do appreciate the kind words. You said it sounds like I'm crying? Oh, that's crazy. That's maybe I'm sick of hearing the Clearance bullshit. You just calling everybody racist? He ain't making no sense. He look and act like Frank from Shameless. Oh no. Oh no. No, feel better. Thank you guys. I do appreciate the kind words. You take a NyQuil until it's over. I feel you on that. Tissue for BX, please. Right. I need to go run and get some tissue, right? You say you're a wee bit stuffy, yeah. I'll probably yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get some Vicks out the counter or something. About to say it's refreshing that BX is able to differentiate between when you're reading a quote from someone versus your own thoughts. Other people can't do that? That's crazy. That's what you say, can't stop coughing. Yeah. Allergies, man. It's allergy season out here in these streets. Was crying while I fall asleep last night. Oh, I hope that you're feeling better. He said, Vicks, yeah, I need to get some Vicks. That usually does the trick. Oh, I got this other stuff. It's like Jamaican aftershave. Oh, that drink definitely worked. Let me go grab some of that. Just sniffing it usually like just opens up my whole nose, man. My mom got me some of that. Her friend recommended it. Well, let's get back into it.
He was raised in Kentucky, and he's trying to act like he was a Black boy in Kentucky, that nobody really, it didn't matter. But problem is, he tells a story about how he was the first hate crime in Kentucky when he was like 14 or 15. Well, first of all, there was no hate crime statute when you were 14 or 15 in Kentucky. And it's on my blog, got the police report, we got everything, that you were a total liar about it. I didn't choose the conditions of my birth. Oh my God, dude. So this picture right here, he darkened, like he always wanted to be white. Okay, so then Leah Michelle, he's white. Yep. Chantizi is a Black person. So is Leah Michelle. Wow, folks have been saying this for a minute, but the accusation seemed to never go anywhere. I think it will now. So somebody else is.
He was 6'2", guys. He was 6'2". Don't forget to get your 6'2" merch. I told you guys. And I'm working on merch for Morbid too as well. I'm working on Morbid merch too as well. But go and get your 6'2". Get your 6'2" merch. Y'all can barely say it with this, all the allergies and whatnot. Get your 6'2" merch. 6'2". He was 6'2". He was 6'2". Never forget. Never forget, man. He was 6'2". Get them before they sold out. I'm seeing they flying off the shelves already, man. His nasty ass.
Apparently found something out.
He was 6'2".
Indeed. Because this would have been 6 years after. If he was born in 215, would have been 36, not 34. Kind of. What's hidden in the darkness? That part. Gentrified bum ass. He is tough. He deleted the post. He's good. He deleted all his tweets at one point. Our closest friend was biracial, son of a preacher, adopted by a God-fearing Black woman. He grew up in Harlem and told stories of being. He was 89 when he passed away. 4 years ago, so Sean's story sounds improbable. All of his stories sounded improbable.
I got that Vicks. That Dre feel like I'm chopping onions in this bitch. All these, yo, fat. That's crazy. I'm over here with the squinties. They look like I'm trying to read right now. This is how I look when I be trying to read on the screen. I be like, yeah, like today, Beast Boy, when you going to get out your 5th grade reading class? Stop making fun of me. I turned into the water boy. Just not running to you. No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. That's what it sounds like usually when I read it. Yeah, I swear it's a combination of just me being uncomfortable reading out loud, which is why I try to do it more so I can get used to it. And then also a combination of just me being blind as hell. I'm supposed to wear glasses. I haven't worn glasses in like over 15 years, but I have a prescription. I just stopped wearing it. I think I didn't like how it looked. Wasn't too keen on it. But yeah, that's how I look at you laughing. That's funny. That's how y'all be doing. Today, Beast Boy, hurry up. Get through it.
And basically calling his mama a hoe, which somebody during this last month just got all over me for because I said he made his mother look like a whore. And he did. In these Twitter streets, I can't imagine she's going to be happy about that.
F them. Who cares? Right? Like, people mad because you said your opinion. F them. Whoever's upset because you got an opinion, hey, kiss your ass. Do you. Do you, man. Don't let nobody try to dim your light because you want to tell the truth out here. They going to be all upset and butthurt and whatever.
Oh, Sean makes a lot of money. The explanation doesn't even make sense. Easy. So, he is the male Rachel Dolezal, which was the title
Oh, that's crazy.
of my post about him. He was Rachel Dolezal 2.0. He looks like he could be one of my light-skinned Puerto Rican friends, not all white, but enough melanin to be black or an obvious Latino. No, he's very white. But Tamir Rice's mama gonna punk him into taking a DNA test. Like, Mima, he better stop it. See, Tamir Rice's mother was not happy with him. And Trump was her attorney.
Today. Yeah, right. Today, Julia, is how he said it when he said it. You got the reference? That's funny as hell. The real ones remember.
For a while.
The real ones remember
I
that.
think she fired him. He makes me sick. Profiting off Black people in pain. Black people's pain, misery, and murder. Grifter. You literally shill for Kamala Harris. Okay, this one. He makes me sick.
Yeah, I'm not a Kamala fan. My damn self. I definitely am not a Kamala fan.
Profiting off Black people's pain, misery, and murder. Whole point. But when I say it, I'm racist. So anyway, that's Sean King. There's like tons more. If you
That's
look.
that they going at the Zam girl again. I did see something. They were trying to say she did something else. I was like, what? What's she do now? Like, what she do now? Like, what's going down now? What's the issue?
Let's move on to the race thing.
Okay, so the race thing only came up in June.
Okay, I think this is an old interview from Hills in the Air with Milo, and I guess the Galera is pulling this up. Galera, you got some damn nerve. Yo, the Galera ain't ish, yo. One of the biggest hypocrites in the world.
In like May and June, probably. I mean, I'd always thought about it, but there was really because
But pay close attention to what she says about this, folks.
Yes.
his entire family is white. All the Facebook, the extended family, everyone's white. And so I thought, if this is just the one thing, if I can just prove this, then his credibility will certainly be ruined, right? You would think.
You would imagine.
We
Yeah,
both know.
his credibility needed to be ruined because of all the money he was collecting. He had a new scam. When one was getting close to being found out, he'd do another one. I think I already explained this before, how he started some kind of donation fund or some kind of business where he wanted donations. And he had a whole board of directors. And I was looking at him thinking, why would this person be associated with Sean King? Because at that time, yeah, you weren't going to be a big celebrity and associate yourself with him. At one time, a couple of them did. But anyway, but come to find out, none of those people knew they were on his board of directors.
now, but that's not true.
What happened in here?
No, you get a job at New York Daily News. So,
But Glare, he knows so much because he didn't bother.
The Glare don't know
None
nothing.
of them did. That's why I'm saying confirmation.
The Glare don't know a damn thing. You said no, Glare didn't pull it up. This was my. Oh wow! So he didn't pull up the actual interview. He pulled up a doc. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Nasty song for the Glare. He was 6'2". He was 6'2". He was 6'2".
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name. You
Get your 6'2" merch in stores now.
Bias. None of these people went and did any research on Sean King.
He was 6'2".
None.
So that's what happened. And then I and some other people behind the scenes, because I don't ever let anything out until I'm pretty sure about it. And we started looking into, so what a friend of mine got, he's actually a detective that didn't want his name mentioned, actually got the birth certificate in the first place. And he sent it to me, and then I thought about it. And then I think that's when you and I started talking.
Right.
And I was being hasty and said, well, I'm going to just put it up since you haven't put it up yet, but you were going through making sure the legal aspects were all correct.
Yeah. He was pissing me off because I knew he had it. And he had already told me that the lawyer had approved it. It was just a matter of putting it up, and all kinds of shit was happening. So I just said, screw it, I'm going to put it up.
So that's what happened. That's when you and I started talking. I was the only one that had the birth certificate. And then
You said the reason why I'm doing this is because they said I was racist for going after Sean King. They did no research to see he was actually white. Oh, is that wait? Oh, it's not. Wait. Now that I got full context. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Wait, hold on. You see, it's he showed up as white. He gives off the light-skinned black type of a look. That's funny. Wow. Oh, that's quite funny. Quite hilarious. So if you guys see the picture of this thing, oh, nah, he gotta be trying to look black on purpose, bro. That shit look funny as hell. Yeah, how you look at him? Look at him. Michael Rappaport looking motherfucker. That's funny. That's quite hilarious, actually. Yeah, Glare is a fool. Especially if you're gonna make an accusation like that, you should know what race the person is, right? That's mad funny. Yeah, you smoked him. So you didn't know he was a cartoon. Yeah, Uncle Ruckus, that's a cartoon. In fact, every time like I start joking and I play this music in the background, that's the theme song for a character named Uncle Ruckus from a cartoon. But yeah. Militant likes to make super edgy jokes. It's okay. As long as you're not breaking guidelines. As long as you're not breaking guidelines, he's straight. But you're doing a great job, though. All my mods are doing an amazing job. Rachel Dozer. Oh, yes. That's, oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the Glare when you said that. Yo, Hills. I thought you was talking about the Glare. Oh, wait, the VIX is working. I can laugh again. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Yo, oh, boy, is that funny. Like Rachel Dozer, yeah. The chick that was in an NAACP, pretended to be black. She actually did more for black people than a lot of black people. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some, I didn't even care. I was like, whatever. Sure, people can say they are whatever they are nowadays, right? That's the least of concerns. Motherfuckers are saying they unicorns. But that is funny. Yeah, you smoked his boots. Wow. You really smoked them. That's mad funny. Oh, he's an idiot. Especially if you're making this accusation, you should at least bare minimum know what race the person is before you call someone racist, bro.
Then we started talking about it. And you said, can you prove 100%? And I said, yes, I can. And
Yeah,
that's
good job, Hills.
And what his defense was.
That's even.
I believe his very first tweet was, Vicky Tate is a racist. And he gave me a lot of great publicity because he put in my, he listed my website and I got like 40,000 hits in an hour. And he just said it was due to right-wing nut jobs, racist. And we kind of knew that the only out he had was to say his mother had
And he would call me a right-wing nut job.
When you making accusations like that, yeah, you should be doing research. You should research in general, right? But yes, when you're coming at someone like this, you should have all your ducks in a row.
Racist. This was in 2015, I think, when I don't even know if Trump had started running. So I don't know why they were calling. I don't know. Politically, I wasn't into it. So I don't know what the alt-right, right-wing, all that bullshit. So, but that was what you called people.
an affair with a black man. I mean, that's the only thing he could say
Yeah.
because we had the proof. I mean,
Okay, so
He said his mom, and we had said that. Milo and I had said the only out he can have is if he says his mom had an affair with a black man. And that's what Sean came out and said, along with a lot of other stuff. I think it was like a 20-point after my tweet or after this came.
I'm looking at this article with Sean King. This is he was leading the charge for BLM movement. Sean King is the leading voice of the Black Lives Matter movement, was accused by conservatives' websites. Blaze of being a fraud who best represented his race as black. What was his response? I've never lied about my race. Oh, wow. So he doesn't even answer it. He just says that he never lied. I love my family. I've never gone to public with my racial story because it's hurtful. What? Because it's hurtful and scandalous. King says that this will be the last time he says anything about his race. I have promised my wife and kids, extended family, my friends that this will be the last time I talk about this publicly for a long time. My work has never been about me, and I've never made a big deal about my race, he said. I actually tried hard to avoid ever making a big deal. So, I mean, you allow people to think that you was black. Simply try to do good work that matters. Fam, he not answering the question for nothing. Yo, that's crazy. That's the end of the article. He doesn't even answer. Wow. Wow. You're not going to respond, bro? Like, actually answer the question. Don Lemon exchanged text messages with King on Wednesday. Yo, Don Lemon's a trash individual, too. Whether he was black or white. Initially, he did not answer, but later referred to himself as biracial. But then when asked him if that's what he shows on his birth certificate, I did not hear back from him. No answer at all. Wow. King in tweets said that various reports are all lies designed to discredit his cause. This attack isn't about me. What? It's about derailing the BLM movement. Yo, that is quite hilarious. Oh, man, that is funny.
Came out. CNN covered it. Don Lemon was on the phone. I can't find it, but Don Lemon was on the phone or got a tweet from one of Sean King's relatives saying his dad was indeed white. So maybe I can't find it because I think he and Don Lemon were kind of friends.
BLM kicked them
And
out.
Don Lemon was a
That's so
little different back
funny.
then. But yeah, so
it's interesting to hear this type of language.
What language?
Someone who is throwing shade at someone who is using. It's interesting to hear her use this kind of language because I think of, I immediately think of Ben.
What kind of language did I just use? I don't know what language I just used.
I was going to say, I'm kind of confused by that too. What kind of language did you use for him to be so triggered?
I immediately think of
triggered.
Who will,
what?
when she will say something disgusting about someone of other color or.
Okay, so he's trying to, wow. Not only is he trying to use black people as a weapon, right, or race as a weapon, he's trying to compare you to Bullhorn Betty. That's nasty as hell. That's super nasty.
Something to that effect. She'll go, oh, well, they're just, they always go to the race.
Big
they always play the
facts,
race
you're
card,
right.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's not this.
In order to discredit them and in order to be dismissive of them and accuse them of virtue signaling and blah, blah, blah.
So now I'm Bullhorn Betty. That's why you should research, because now you look like an idiot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So here she is just being like, no, of course he's going to say, well, she's.
Was he drunk? Was he drunk? How many sips did he have?
They're racist. And when, that's their only argument.
I didn't say they're racist. They're racist. I didn't say that. Who am I calling racist?
I'm pointing that out because this gets interesting.
Okay.
I mean, the day I found his dad's mugshot, he looks just like Sean. I mean, they look alike. And then you have to wonder, why would his mother have an affair with a black man and still name her son after the white father?
This is good.
Because maybe the white father is actually the one being the parent. That's possible.
And she would know that, like when she had the affair and was pregnant for 9 months, that he was the one being the father. No, his name is Jeffrey Sean King. His dad's name is Jeffrey Sean King.
I knew it. I knew it. The Glera cannot start to talk without having a few sips. You got to have a few sips. It ain't the Glera if he ain't drunk.
And had he been black, like he tries to say, when he was born, I just think people would have caught on, don't you? I mean, he looks like his dad. He looks like his brother. They all look alike.
What difference does it make what her reasons are for naming a child and who she's naming the child after? What does that have to do with
What does it have to do with it? Oh, God.
Race or color or anything?
It doesn't. It just shows his dad is white. His mom is white. He's white. Keep up. Fuck.
That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? But I do want to make one thing clear. If you read my blogs about Sean King,
the Glera is a walking beer bottle. He's a walking beer bottle. I'm telling you, in his house, it is Miller time all the time. His refrigerator filled with beer cans. No food. He's on an all beer diet. At least that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like, man. It's crazy. He dips his cigarettes in beer just so he can have the flavor. Just so he can have the flavor for him. When he works out, he's curling beer cans. In fact, he sleeps on a mattress on top of a bunch of beer cans. That's word in the street. I don't know that to be true for sure. That's what word in the street is what they say. Militar. You're 6'2".
I don't think you will find anywhere, unless it's a reference to Black Lives Matter, that I've ever done. This has never been about Black Lives Matter, because for one thing, he's not black. It's never been about that.
He wears beer bottle glasses. Because he got a Bud Light shower. That's crazy. He got a Bud Light shower. That's crazy. He get in there, just pour his Bud Light. He got pictures of Dylan Mahaba, whatever his name is, everywhere. So he collected 60,000. Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of stats.
This is interesting because they're using what was it? Google Hangouts? That's what I used at first, and then they eliminated Google Hangouts. You couldn't use it anymore. I think it was Hangouts. It was Google something.
I don't think I ever used Google Hangouts.
And this is how long ago that was. This was 2015.
Yes.
Periscope.
It's been about Sean King. And, the worst thing that I think he's ever done is steal from $250,000, in my opinion, based on my research, from an orphanage in Haiti. And
that was a drop in the bucket. I just couldn't go on here accusing him of.
You gotta say he drives a Bud Light mobile. That's crazy. Chill. Will's the Duff Man from The Simpsons. Will's the real life Duff Man. Let me find out. Will's the Duff Man. That's crazy.
Shit I didn't have proof of, but if you look up Sean King plus fraud, you'll see a ton of stuff now. But back then, I actually think it was more than that, but there were people in Haiti asking him where the money was. So lots of stories that I got just when I stopped following him in 215, because again, like Ben Crump, you know, there are so many people that will follow. Sean King was always accusing people of stuff they didn't do. There was a cop.
So he gonna be Bud Light for Halloween. He gonna be Bud Light. You need to chill. You said Bud Light year. That's crazy. He's gonna be Bud Light year. That's crazy. I didn't even catch that until the second time I read it. Bud Light year. That's funny as fuck. Damn, that was a good one, Chill Rock. He's gonna be Bud Lightyear.
That stopped a black woman, and it's out there. I might have put the story on the blog, and he accused
to drunkenness and beyond, fam. To drunkenness and beyond. Guess what? More big gonna be as Woody.
The cop of sexually assaulting this woman. And then it turned into a race thing and all this.
Lightyear.
Well, guess what? He had body cam.
Butters.
There were still some people.
His favorite character on Married with Children was Bud.
They don't give a shit.
He named his pet dog Air Bud.
About liars and fraud. They'll just keep giving them money. I mean, it's like the damnedest thing I've ever seen.
His best friend is a bear can. He calls him his buddy.
So, just like with JLR. What is he up to? 80,000 now? It does no good. You can call out these bad actors all day long, just like me. You can call me a racist all day long.
Crazy.
I'll still get followers, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go with that because I don't want people to follow me that think I'm racist and they're okay with it. I don't.
And so it's never been about Black Lives Matter. And people keep saying, oh, they want to shut down Black Lives Matter. Well, they're going to shut themselves down. I'm not concerned with them.
Chill. He said he'd be giving out Bud Lights on Halloween. He would try to give them out as the empty cans. He would give out the empty cans of Bud Light. You could change this for 5 whole cents. A whole 5 cents? Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. What?
I mean, like.
What?
Favorite toy? My buddy.
I gotta play that one more time.
Yes, please.
Because that's just
my buddy.
Crazy.
My buddy.
She really just said that.
I really did.
You know, and so it's never been about Black Lives Matter. And people keep saying, oh, they want to shut down.
He about to get Dylan's face tattooed on his arm, right next to where he got Save Robbie.
Black Lives Matter. Well,
allegedly.
They're going to shut themselves down. I'm not concerned with them.
Yeah. So Sean King was going around saying he was a Black Lives Matter leader, and Black Lives Matter kept pushing back at him saying, no, you're not. He wasn't even really part of Black Lives Matter. He inserted himself into that movement because he was raising money in the name of that movement. Wow. But as far as Black Lives Matter, there was too much money being made. Black Lives Matter was set up to fail by certain people.
So there's obviously some sort of animosity towards Black Lives Matter, but does that prove that she's a racist?
I have no animosity towards Black Lives Matter. Is that what you heard?
I got animosity towards, man, fuck BLM. What? How's he talking about? Why are you trying to cape for BLM like they like some saviors? F BLM. Did you not do your research, Glover? Most of the money that was donated to them was funded through Alphabet Community programs. Like, what? Are you serious? Their mission statement was to destroy the nuclear Black family. Why would you not want fathers in a Black household? What? Oh, the leader was a part of the alphabet community too. Buying mansions and saying this is a place of business for BLM, and then when someone comes to the place of business, you do a video crying. Oh my gosh, Candace Owens came to my house. Candace came to my house. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then when Candace drops the photo of her little sweet self, excuse me, I just wanted to see if I could talk to someone. That's what you was afraid of? That's what you was out of. Open my door. Come on in, Candace. We got some iced tea. What's up? What's up? Do you need me to get the real iced tea? Like, you need me to go get the wrapper? What's good? What's up? Come on in. Relax. Now you telling you scared of little old Candace. Like, yeah. FBLM. And she was pregnant. And she definitely would have been invited in. So she could have a seat. I know her feet hurt. She could sit down. Come on. And she was pregnant. Things acting all scared. This was before Patrice Coles went house shopping. They was always crooked. Jumps in front of children. No, you have to get through the fan game. That's funny. Snow, I'm going. Let me see. Okay, I think I caught up. You say I'm a BLM survivor. They almost had me. Oh man, they almost got you. Yeah, I was pretty much on the fuck BLM train since day one. Like I told you guys what happened with me in BLM. They caused me to lose my job. Long story short, during the riots, transportation shut down. My boss didn't want to hear that. Told me to walk to work. Tried to walk. The streets was on fire. Looked like the fucking purge. My mom told me to take my ass back home. When I wouldn't listen, she put my older brother on the line and he pulled the big brother car and was like, "Yeah, take your ass home, man. You're wilding." Someone got robbed in their car, like Grand Theft Auto right behind me. I walked my ass back home. Got fired because I couldn't go into work because of the BLM riots. Fuck BLM. This was like in the beginning too. So yeah, I've always been on some BLM could kiss my ass since day one. I remember I put up pictures of the streets on fire. I wish I could find that shit. Oh man, I wish I could find that picture. Bam, yo, the streets was on fire, my nigga. Just nowhere near anything that had nothing to do with nothing. People were just wilding just because they wanted to wild. They used it as an excuse to rob and destroy. Horrible. It was the purge. That's extremely accurate. It looked like the fucking purge. When I'm literally on the phone with my mother and my brother, and Nick, someone gets snatched out their car like Grand Theft Auto. Excuse me, I need this. Nigga, I had to go back home. I was like, I'm not going to keep trying to walk to my job. That's impossible unless they can provide transportation. Can y'all pick me up in a van or something, nigga? Like, there's no buses, no trains, no nothing, bro. Because they all scared. It's that crazy right now. Everything is shut down. I remember around that time, police was snatching people up that didn't have like a slip or proof that you was going to work. You would get arrested. So it was crazy, bro. It was a crazy time. And BLM incited that nonsense.
That they're going to be there. That we're talking about Black Lives Matter, the organization. There's Black Lives Matter that were just on the ground, that was growing like crazy when Ferguson came around. It was during Ferguson. Yeah. But go ahead.
No, it really doesn't. I mean, if we're being totally honest, it really does not prove that she's a racist. It's some ignorant shit to say.
That's crazy. They said that. He said, yo, they told me, bro, you black. You can do it and get away. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that sounds like something people would say too. Nasty asses. Nasty asses. Yeah, FBLM, bro. FBLM. As far as I'm concerned, all lives matter. And how they did Terry Crews was dirty.
You know what's ignorant is that you didn't look anything up. You didn't just do a quick Google search on Shaun King white or Shaun King fraud.
Shoot, I just did it just now. Earlier. Yeah, it didn't take that long.
That's all it takes. Quick. Can do that. No, it's easier to come on here
Allergies is crazy.
and clear your name because you were mentioned in a tweet, which is what I believe. Could be wrong, but what I believe. So you're going to
Then we
find
get-
something racist or something you're going to say I'm lying about and everything because it's such a surprise. Oh my God, I didn't know. When you could have taken the other route and looked shit up
Right,
and said, oh, well, this is wrong. This is where this came from.
right.
No, uh-uh.
This video here.
But you do it for
I'm
more
gonna
of it
keep
though.
it muted because I don't need
It's starting to get a little better because I put that Vicks on. So it's starting to get a little better, but I can still feel like I feel the congested.
the music playing because it's just all dialogue and music and
Okay.
And this is a video made
Yeah, they
by
did Terry Crews
the-
dirty. He said nothing wrong, bro. And also, while I'm at it, fuck Don Lemon. While I'm at it, him and BLM are the same to me. Both grifters. They did Terry Crews filthy. Yep, do a little research. It don't take that long.
Jerks.
But some
or
people
Jerks,
don't
or
want to
whatever
look
the
at it.
channel's name is. The link is in the description along with Chronicles of the Shadies video.
Hey, is that the outro? Okay, that's the outro. Shout outs to Hills in the Air. Go and check out her videos, watch her live streams. Dope channel. She's not woke, right? I would trust her more as a valid source, way more than the Glarer. But anyone that the Glarer is connected to. If you see the Glarer being buddy with somebody, there's a good chance they are not a valid source of information and they probably got some nasty skeletons in their closet. But more importantly, guys, I want you to think about this. He was 6'2". He was 6'2". If you want to get he was 6'2" merch. No, go and get that. Go and get that, man, my merch store. He's 6'2". Might be limited time. I don't know how long I had that going. Man. Go and check that out, man.